So the Rippa machine is out of commission, and I got two problems I got to solve. One is the oil pressure alarm is going off, and the other is it's getting way too hot, and the exhaust needs to be extended beyond. It's bumping right into the body panel, so the exhaust needs to be extended. So I'm going to get started, remove the body panels, and remove this heating exhaust shielding. This machine on a 70-degree day is hitting 100 degrees Celsius, which is like 212 Fahrenheit, in about 30 minutes, which is going to end up killing the machine and cooking me while I'm trying to sit on it. So I'm not going to do anything fancy. I just found a piece of pipe large enough to slip around the exhaust to make it longer. And now I'm going to loosen up the pipe bracket so I can realign the outlet better with the panel hole. Finishing up, heat shielding. Here, let's put the heat shielding back on and get this finished up. It's pretty nice it came with heat shielding, actually. And now all I got to do is trim this new pipe filler. Alright, let's get the panel back on and give it a try. It looks good. Now to take the side panel off so I can add the cooling fan. Okay, that switch came out nice and easy. I have my handy dandy voltmeter, figure out which contacts are the ones. Yellow and green, looks like always on. And then let's look at red, nope. And it looks like yellow is the run electronics. Yep, right there. So we're going to wire into that one right there for our fan, to add our fan. I'm trying to make this fan install as easy and as quick as I can. So I'm just going to zip tie the fan to the radiator and then try to wire it directly into the ignition switch. Yeah, so gonna get those views on YouTube and do some stuff to piss people off here. So going into the ground or into the negative, I have a red wire. Ha 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 ha. No, nobody's gonna like that because it's not the way it should be. And I also have the fuse on the ground, but I'm just doing that because this is a piece of wire I had with a built-in 10 amp fuse that was the right length to get to the ground. So instead of making a trip to the auto store, that's the way it's going to be, because that's what I've got. Alright, got that wired in there. And throw some electrical tape around this just to button it up so it can't contact anything accidentally. And then we'll be ready to slap this switch back in. Hopefully this helps with the heat. If it does, it's a very easy fix. Alright, well, I thought the wire was loose on the oil pressure sensor. Tightened that up, tried to tighten it up by hand as tight as I could get, and I managed to break the stud right off. So that's not great, but was able to establish that the contact was good on that. I don't really understand how their system is working on their computer. up here, plus it's in pascals. So I ran out and I decided to just get myself a mechanical oil pressure sensor and put that in. Here's that. Yep, so instead of having their electronic control and the alarm going off all the time because it says there's no oil pressure, we're just going to put this Bosch in there. Woo! I guess I should have actually used cutting oil instead of just plain oil. That's a lot of smoke. Alright, definitely not perfect, but hopefully more functional. Alright, the oil pressure gauge problem is solved. We're moving on to the heating problem. We got that fan installed, but the cover doesn't fit now. So I smashed out the grill with a hammer thinking that would get it done, but it's still not fitting on here. Didn't line up at all. I mean, look at the size of this radiator. And look at the size of this vent. There's a tiny vent to try to pull all that air through here. So we're going to trim this up. Maybe do a little nibble here, cut some of this out, see if this fan will fit. All right, we got our 3 little fixes done. So now we're going to head out and we're going to try to dig a footer for a house. Not a deep footer, but a footer for a house. And if it can pull that off, then it's earning its keep. So this is going to be a big test for it because it's summer and it's hot now. And I don't know. Stay tuned for the digging of the footer with the Little China Mini.